Hi everybody, it's Ketosis Trading. I want to talk to you today on the euro and talk to you about whether it's human behavior or whether it's not human behavior. You can decide yourself, but talk to you on Fibonaccis again and how it really works well on currencies when you line them up with moving averages and pivot points and midpoints, and you get points of confluence. You can really trade the euro and currencies quite well. So firstly, I'm going to say to you that we started the day from a base of this double bottom and use that then to extend from there to get our levels. So let's grab the tool and we shall start. So this is double bottom, so you can use either one. It's point A up to the swing high, which is there. Okay, so from there you can see that we have a retracement back to our 61.8%. that's 138.55. That's a pullback to the 61.8%. Okay, so from there we bounced and we moved higher. So we now are going to take the Fibonacci tool from there and go from the low of today to the high of the day that was then. Okay, and you can see that we almost line up with a point of confluence where the 50% lines up with the pivot point and almost lines up with the midpoint of R1 and S2. So we based there, as you can see, and from there that was the launching pad for a big rally in the euro. So we carry on showing you more points where you can line up with Fibonacci numbers and pivots, moving averages, etc. It's also before I move on, that was also the 34 EMA, so there was a lot of confluence there which gave a lot of support to the euro from there. So from there, in actual fact, I'll show you one more thing. If you pull that back to the double bottom, leave it there, you'll actually see that these extensions, funny enough, they all line up. So if I show you there, the extension from there to there was a 23.6% extension, and then from there to the next point, which is up here, was a 61.8% extension, and we went through the 76.4, and I'll move the tool a little bit more and I'll show you how these zones all line up even more perfectly. Okay, so now we're going to take from the low of the day and extend that. We saw the next point, I should say, so it's from the next low, the pivot point. Okay, and we extended, we didn't get any more there, and we didn't get any pullback there. We got to pull back to the moving averages and the midpoint. So we then move it. I don't know if that one. That's the. Okay. So then from there, from the pivot point. Okay, if you include this as one move up, we get a retracement here back to the 50% range, 139.50s, and from there we bounced, we extended further, and that was all of the retracements that we saw back into Fibonacci zones. But if you have a look from here, I will show you something really unique. That when you line up the double bottom, okay, with that swing high, you get pretty much all of the extensions. So you get extensions to the 23.6% there. You're then going to get an extension to the 38.2. You then get an extension to the 61.8. You then get an extension up to here, which is 76.4, before it pushes right through and powers onto the 123.6 extension up here, and then we then pull back. So, and one last thing, I clear that off and I move the tool up here and up here, and you'll see that this is the most recent swing low with swing high, or the high of the day, back to 34 EMA, and also back to the 50%, which is 140.09. So you see that we're coming back at the moment into an ambush long zone on the euro. But all in all, it was a very solid day for the euro. It was a big performance to the upside, although equities couldn't quite carry on and be dragged up by the euro. Nonetheless, it was a good finish, and you can see how Fibonacci's really work on currencies and help you to find key levels of support and resistance. So hope that helps. Good trading, and till the next update.